drives, like you said?
You need to install the hard drives.
How do you install the hard drive?
You need to install the hard drives.
It's not part of my job requirement.
That is a part of your job.
That is your job. We agreed if you wanted to play.
I know.
How do you install the hard drives?
We need to open up the computers and.
Oh, that's not. I'm not.
It's tedious, but
I'm not PC savvy enough for that. Yeah. I'm gonna break something.
We ready?
Sure.
Let's go.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pacers Gaming Podcast. I'm pretty sure this is number 3. Number 2 and number 1 both went well. We have some returning guests. You already see Damian Man in a car, Bryant, a.k.a. Wolf, Nick, a.k.a. Swizurk. We're going to give a quick shout out to Salesforce, also the presenting sponsor of this podcast. Thank you so much, Salesforce. And today we're just going to jump right into it. We went out on IG. Spencer asked our fans and viewers if they had any questions for you guys, and they did. So I'm going to throw this out there. What other esports are you guys interested in watching? Have you participated in any other esports before, or what would you like to play in at a professional level if you could?
Okay, I guess I'll start. Esports that I watch, it's going to be a long list here. We got Rocket League, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Madden, Call of Duty, Fortnite.
But you're not a gamer, Swizz, are you?
I'm not a gamer at all. I'm probably forgetting a few, but I feel like those are the main ones I watch. And if I wanted to compete in one, I'd probably have to say Fortnite if I wanted to compete in one. That's probably the most chance I'd have in another esport, I feel like.
You're like that?
I'm like that.
He's not like that.
I'm like that.
You're not like
that. I'm like that.
I heard Swizz be locked. He'd be locked on that PC.
What do you use for building? Do you go ZXC or do you use mouse?
I use 2 mouse buttons for the stairs with my thumb, stairs and wall with my thumb, and then my floor is my Q.
Your floor is your Q?
Yeah, and then shift is for my pyramid.
Interesting.
Swizz is res-made.
Nah, stop. Low key, actually. They made the res in 1920 by 1080, and it's awful now.
I know.
They ruined the game.
Oh gosh. What about you, Wolf?
Well, me, I pretty much watch every esport, to be honest. I watch League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six Siege. I've been recently watching a lot. Things I'll compete in, I don't know. It's like, to be realistic, I don't know. That's kind of tough. I would like to compete in Rainbow Six Siege, though. I think that would be pretty cool to play in.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of strategy and like, has stick like aiming and stuff. So
sure.
Yeah, I mean I watch everything. So
what about, and Damian, we'll get to you, but these two have a little bit of a rivalry. Not even on the sticks, but on PC. Who's the better gamer out of
far.
you two?
It's not even close.
I'm like, what?
I'm literally. Well, if you're
Cody, you can judge. Cody, you've seen us play.
Cody, you're better than me at, Wolf, you're better than me at 2 games: PUBG, kind of, and Rainbow Six Siege. That's all.
And CS.
No, you're not. You never even played ESEA. You suck.
I was a pub star.
Exactly. You hacked.
No.
Only reason you got LEM.
I think you guys are.
We're close.
You're close. You're rivals.
Apex, I'm definitely better than you. Cody. Cody. I used to carry in damage.
Is he serious?
I don't know.
I have the stats of my character on Wraith.
I don't know.
That doesn't matter. I'm saying when we played together, I was carrying.
No.
Hey, we were swinging though. That first week you guys were in town,
that was a good time.
We were going crazy. What about you, Damian? I know you've just recently gotten on the PC train.
I really did.
Division?
I did not play any PC games like whatsoever. I think I said in my first podcast that I played like Team Fortress 2 years ago.
Yep.
Other than that, like I said, like you just said, Division 2, I started playing that here at the facility. Other esports I watched, I did watch Fortnite for a while. I don't think I can compete in it. I'm definitely not good enough. I never played on PC to build like all the other PC players. I think Wolf and Swizz, you guys be watching like Overwatch sometimes, so I like watch their streams. And,
oh yeah, I forgot about Overwatch.
So Overwatch seems interesting to watch. I'd never played it before. It looks like complete chaos, so I don't understand it too much. But maybe Fortnite if I really wanted to try to get into another esport. I'd have to go hard for a while and really learn how to like keybinds and build and stuff like that with the mouse and keyboard, which I'm not really used to. So it'd be rough. I'd have to do a lot of practice for sure.
I don't know, like Fortnite esports is just not. It's not fun to watch.
You got to just get to end game.
Like no, but even late game is
The end game is everything.
Like,
Yeah, it's true.
everybody's like
Every
higher,
time-
lower.
That's
Like
the strategy.
Every time I've seen when I watched it, it's
Visually to
exactly like that. Like there's
I
like
feel you.
30 people with like a small circle,
Yeah.
and they're all like in these little like cubbies or
One by ones.
Yeah, one
It's
by
more
ones.
fun to play it. Than
Yeah,
definitely not.
Your heart is. If you're in a competitive game, your heart is racing in those games.
For sure.
Yeah,
The one thing when I'm watching competitive that I don't like is like all those build fights are going on. They actually, you can see people less than 10 feet away and they don't shoot. That just bothers me. They just
It's
decide
because
to
they have
build.
low ammo. I think.
is that what it
the
is,
time.
or do they not want to like give up their location
I
pretty
think
much?
it's a combination.
I think people know you're in a
probably.
1-by-1.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like
but they
the
don't know-
ammo,
they don't
the
know exactly
resources.
But they
where,
did add
right?
something. So like, if you don't have a lot of damage, you will take damage. If you're like the lowest team with the lowest amount of damage, you'll take damage to like the storm or something, and it's not even on you. You'll just start losing health.
Wait, say that again?
That's interesting.
Like if there's like, I think it's like a certain amount of number of people, players that have to be left in the game. If your team doesn't have, or solos or duos, if your team doesn't have a lot of damage done enough, you'll start dying. So you have to do damage to someone to stay alive.
That actually is not a
That's
bad
really
idea.
interesting.
Hold on, so even if you're not in the storm, they're taking
Yeah,
damage.
you're taking damage if you don't have a lot of damage
What?
dealt.
You're just camping, I guess. It's
Because
like
you're just
anti-
camping.
camp.
Yeah, it's an anti-camp.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I like
Pretty
that. It's
cool. I
clever.
like that.
See, Swizz and I were talking about that today. Or no, it was at the airport yesterday when we were having Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
How battle royale games are so new, and people are coming up with new ideas like Apex, the respawn system.
yeah.
Fortnite copied
they
it
copied it,
immediately.
yeah.
It's like there's so many little things like that idea right there.
Blackout as well. I think Blackout. has
Didn't
respawn
Blackout
as well.
copy that?
Yes.
They did,
Yeah.
right? They did too.
Yep.
They all copy off each other.
But that's
You have to though to make the games better.
and I guarantee that's implemented in maybe even Apex or Blackout or the next game now. So there's no camping. Like that's
yeah,
a
for
great
sure.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea for sure. Okay, what about we just finished up the tip-off and our week one. So I'll start with you, Damien. I'm curious because you're new on the scene. What were your thoughts on the studio, the whole live viewing experience, everything?
Everything,
Give
right?
the viewers the
Well,
rundown.
As a rookie, I didn't make season one, and I never actually traveled to the studio, even though I was close. I live right in New Jersey, so I didn't know what to expect. I remember everybody telling me, like Ramo, Wolf, and Swizz saying like they made crazy upgrades to the studio. I'm like, oh, this like it's not. I never been there before, so I never seen it. But when I got there, like the studio is nice. Like actually being there, like I like the stage, how they have it raised up now, and the stadium seating, and you know, like we have like a hangout area for the players upstairs in the back. I liked it. It's really nice. I really like the studio. I didn't expect it to be like I expected it to be crazy because I heard there was a lot of smack talking always like throughout season one. But I feel like this year more than last year, there's a lot more character in each player. So each of them sort of has more of a voice. Like there's a lot more people are smack talking. I say compared to last year. So it's interesting. Like it gets in the environment, like in that studio, it gets really crazy. Like in the heat of moment, the heat of game. So like we like I'm sure everybody who's seen us play, like all five of us are standing up sometimes. Even Swizz of all people, who are one of the quietest players I've
That is
ever
me.
played with. We see Swizz standing up. He doesn't really yell. He just kind of stands up and looks around and smiles. he still leaves his
Fist
seat.
bumps.
He still leaves his
We
feet.
throw the fist bumps around.
So, I'm enjoying it. I like the experience. You know.
Awesome. And
To go back into, I'm going to cut you off.
Go
To
for it,
Back
go
to
for it.
Damien's point about like season 2 being different. Like the biggest thing I think is storylines, right? Like,
yep.
for instance, you know, everybody knows about the Celtic and Hawks game, and that was a big game because Arsenal was on the Celtics season 1, and they had some controversy, and that was like a real personal game. And there's many other stories. You got the Wizards, Mavs,
Ramo being traded.
Rainbow,
right.
Yeah,
us,
us
Pistons. So
Pistons.
there's like big storylines, and it's just more fuel to the fire. Just, you know,
For sure.
And that little like Bear Hood duo, they had like they got some character in both of them. Like Bear's really he's good in front of the camera. I think
he's really good.
So
at
he's
it.
like I like his energy, and I feel like he brings like his own little storyline to
For
season
sure,
2.
For sure. And shout out to JoJo too.
Facts. Shout out to JoJo.
JoJo on the Timberwolves. You know, he was our intern last year. If you guys didn't know, and we're happy and proud of him for making the league and playing on the Timberwolves.
did you guys see the game last night? Him
I
and
did.
the Lakers.
He was 8 for 8, right?
He was
Yeah,
hooping,
8 for
but
8. He
I
was going- he was
died
balling.
because I think he was on the D3, and
Yep.
Vert was cold, and he ripped him. And he got a dunk. It was like a big highlight play. He stood up. He's like, "Put it down, boy." And I started dying because I said that a lot, and he started saying it. It was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
JoJo,
That's
man,
awesome.
he's hooping. He's looking good on the
He's doing his thing.
Another thing to Damien's point, if you guys are from the New York area or have the opportunity to travel to the studio, you should come because it's just different. The way the broadcast works, it is exciting, and they're really trying some new things. Matt Arden and the team at the league is really trying to convey, the trash talk, the excitement, all the player personalities. But until you really get to the studio and see it firsthand, it's just tough.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
tough.
he's not lying. Like,
Yeah, so much more.
Everybody who wants to make it for season 3 or is like a fan at home still watching, go. Like if you can go to the studio, go to the studio. Definitely.
For sure. I
wish I did season 1, but
yeah. Now you have the experience.
yeah,
though.
it is
You know
what it
to
is.
expect.
Now tell everybody right now, go to the studio. You'll enjoy it.
All right. What about thoughts on tip-off? Thoughts on our first week of the season?
It was great. We got a blowout win. Hey, what else could be better, right?
But what about the tip-off? Did we?
Oh, the tip-off?
Yeah, tip-off
Yeah,
was
tip-off was tough.
that first game. I think it was like,
That's a stinger.
well, I'll go game by game. Game 1 against the Warriors. It was more of like getting a feel for the stage, Like
Yeah, for sure.
The movement's different. Like both teams, us and the Warriors, were missing a lot of shots.
Yep.
We were moving like slow and sluggish, and wasn't really like, locked in like that. But we pulled out that win, won by 2 points. That was huge. The Hawks game, like you could tell, we started getting more comfortable. We came out, then we scored like 25 points in the first quarter.
Yep. 25-10.
25-10 first quarter. So like right there, you could tell like we got used to the movement. We were grooving. We had a lot of excitement from that Warriors win. Then we started. Some things happened. They came back. We ended up winning by I think 5 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was big. And then the Celtic game.
Oof.
That was
Stunning.
a stinger. It was a stinger. I felt like we played good. They hit like a lot of crazy shots. Perfusion hit some crazy shots. And then we had an opening look. Yeah.
Ramo hands.
Can't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
the game was in our hands, and we had control of it,
And there was a lot of factors that played into that game too. Beginning of the game. What was going on with the PC. That kind of.
That was just unfortunate.
Yeah, it was it kind of reset the momentum. I feel like that we had in our favor. So like,
I was halfway to take over when they called it.
So was I.
Yeah, you get 2 rips
Yeah.
really early on
Yep.
Fab.
I don't know if I was halfway, but I know I had takeover because I had like 2.
I think Fab was like 1 bad shot or a turnover off Coldering.
Yeah, he's gonna
so
have Coldering. Yep.
It was like momentum was like right there on us, a cusp of like us going on a crazy run.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just say next tournament we're really looking forward to. I think.
Can't wait.
I think we're one of the best teams in the league, and I think if we made it through that Celtics game, people were going to be scared to play
We were in the
us.
finals for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
So next time around, we're looking forward to it. And Swizz, talk about week 1 a little bit. We had a really good bounce back game.
Yeah, week 1 was
start
really
the season.
good for us versus the Jazz. The first half, it was kind of slow for us. It was like, I think we ended the half at like up by like 4 or 5 maybe.
Yep, up 4.
But then the second half, we basically just like stepped on the gas. Basically, like our defense stepped up. We got out in transition, and honestly, I feel like most of our points came out of transition. Really, in the second half, because they couldn't score at all. They were like boxed.
I think we had like you had like 6 consecutive defensive stops, like whether it be turnover or missed shot, like 6 or 7 in a row, and that's like that blew it wide open.
I think the fourth quarter, you went on an 11-0 run by yourself.
Fourth quarter was wild.
Yeah,
by himself. Like, not even nobody.
That was
Swizz,
nuts.
11-0 run. Not
That
even
was nuts.
Pacers, just Swizz.
That takeover is different.
That was crazy.
That his step back.
The steal,
That's
the
my
steal
play of
to
the year
that
so
was,
far.
That was great.
Yeah.
You want to know
That felt
something
good.
funny about that? I was actually way ahead of you.
You were.
And I was like, I didn't call for the ball, because you were hooping. I wasn't going to say anything. And then I was like, I was kind of stunned. I didn't get the ball. I was wide open for a dunk, but then you took that shot.
I was honestly taking the shot no matter what.
Yeah,
Because
I
once
was-
I got the steal, I got the takeover. I was like, yeah, I'm just in my head, I was literally pulling it no matter what.
I was
It
wide open in the paint.
Even
but
if he stepped up and guarded me perfectly, I was still probably gonna pull it with the takeover.
I wasn't
to be
mad at all
honest.
though. That was crazy.
You were feeling it, and
I was.
that's what we need, especially because we do have a good defense so far.
Yeah.
We need you and Damien when he has the opportunity to play, and Matt. all our ball handlers need to be aggressive for us to be successful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ramo played amazing too. Like he had,
Ramo had a great game.
He was lights out.
I think in the first quarter he had 8 and I had 6.
Yep.
And like he was just like the slips were there. He was just reading
sure.
it. He was hooping.
And
For
Bees was
sure.
hooping on defense.
These were sparking too. He was
He
4
was.
for 5.
He was.
Man, we were all clicking. That was fun.
Everybody
game.
was involved.
Everybody
for
played
sure.
great.
Great way to start the season.
Then we had 4 guys double digits.
Yeah, we did.
Maddie,
did.
I think he had 6. So he needed a few more.
I
But
think he had 8, right? Wasn't it 8,
Eight
and,
is-
8
I
and
don't know. He
9 or
was
something
close
like
to
that?
it.
He was close.
Yeah, he
I
was
know I
up
had 12. Beezy had like 19 or 20. Swizz had 30.
there. Right.
Ramo had like 19. So it was like everybody was playing well.
Yep, it was a good week for sure. Now, our team this year is a lot different than last year, and in many ways. And one way, there's always something going on in the HQ or on the road, in the car, pre-game, and by something going on, I mean music, right? We're always playing music or listening to music, and one song that we've been listening to quite a bit right now is Old Town Road,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, boy.
So I just want to hear your thoughts on Old Town Road. Do you guys like it? Is it overplayed? Are you sick of it? Where do you stand on
I
Old
like
Town
it.
Road?
I mean, I do like the little remix with Billy Ray Cyrus too. But I feel
heard
like
that.
you ever heard it? It's like it gets stuck in your head at this point. I feel like if someone like sings one part of the lyric, it just
Yeah.
on repeat in your head over and over and over again until at least you hear it one time. But it's not a bad song. It's probably gonna get played out. It's right about to start getting played out. It's at that
I'm gonna be
point.
honest. I haven't really listened to the song much.
What?
Yeah.
We've been playing it almost
Cody,
every day.
Cody will come in Alexa, play Old
But I
Town
still,
Road.
I still feel like I haven't even paid attention to listen to it enough. Really.
It's interesting though. Like I
Isn't
like
it the country? Like it's like a country rap song.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lil Nas X is
Yeah.
the rapper's name.
it's like a country like theme,
Yep.
but the lyrics are like
Yeah.
are like hip hop.
Right.
So it's interesting. Like you gotta hear the song. I mean, it's real catchy.
And there's some bass to it too.
There's some bass
so
to it. It's fire. It's
It's a
fire.
good
I
song.
like it.
different.
I don't mind it.
It's not a bad
I
song.
mean, I'm
Bumping
in
in
a
the
country
crib.
now, so it like mixes both together, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. I've got Swizz on country
Yeah,
since
Cody got me
he's
hooked
moved
on
to
country.
Indy. He knows. Little Thomas Rhett,
Yeah,
right?
Thomas Rhett, Dylan
Yeah.
Scott, you know.
Okay. Throwing
Yeah,
out
we
some
got
names there.
Some names that I remember.
What other songs? I know Ramo
I mean,
brings
we
in.
listen to A Boogie probably 24.
Oh,
Ramo,
I'm
I think
tired of
Ramo's
it.
Ramo's favorite artist might be A Boogie.
It just might be.
I'm not
It
sure.
It is.
Same 10 songs every practice.
Ramo walks around with a JBL boombox speaker, playing the same 10 songs every day
For like a week straight when we were scrimming teams
Every
all day.
day.
I swear it was the same exact playlist.
Me and BZ are begging him just to change something up.
Right.
Like, throw a new artist, throw Kanye in there, Drake, something.
Right.
It's just
He's-
A
he's-
Boogie all
He's mixing it up
day.
now a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He's getting a little better.
He's starting to dabble in a couple other artists.
What other artist or favorite songs do you guys have right now? Any genre.
I mean, I listen to a lot of underground rap, so I don't know.
It's okay, Swizz.
So is
Like,
this,
I don't listen to a lot of mainstream stuff, if I'm gonna be honest. That's rap. Like Drake, I never listened to him really.
Lil Skies. Is
I like
that-
Lil Skies.
Lil Skies is fire, though.
Lil Skies is fire.
I like,
Not
yeah,
bad.
I like Lil Skies.
I don't know.
Like-
I really like Lil Baby. I mean, he's kind of mainstream now, but he's probably one of my favorite for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like I just go by like depending on my mood of the day, like whatever I'm in the mood for. Like sometimes I want to listen to Kanye, Drake, or maybe Jay-Z or J. Cole or like Fab. It all depends on what I feel like, what I want to listen to like throughout the day.
See, I have a weird thing too. I don't like to listen to like music I always listened to back in the day. I always like to listen to something new. I don't know what it is.
I'm the other way around. I kind of like going back. Like, I've been hearing like a lot of old school Kanye recently.
Yeah.
Kind of tough, just going back is like music. You always get like that one memory where you hear the song or where you think
For
about
sure.
it. So
Yeah.
it like brings it back. That's kind of cool about hearing music.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I've been hearing a lot of Kanye, Nav's new album. I know you guys hate on me for hearing
not a
Nav,
fan.
but
I
Is it
like.
same-
my God,
Listen,
yeah.
I like Nav. I don't
I'm a huge
now,
Nav.
don't
Where's
get
my
me
guy
wrong.
B's at? He'll defend me on this.
There's some songs of Nav that I don't like.
yeah, I like most of his songs.
A
by
lot
the
of
way.
his feature. I like a lot of songs that he's featured in.
Yeah.
I
Like, he's
agree.
pretty
I don't
good.
like his own songs. I'd rather listen to him feature.
Yeah, he's a good feature artist. Like he's not. I don't know. He's.
That's my guy. I like Nav.
I'm not a
big
music.
fan.
I'm not
Not
a
a
music
fan.
like connoisseur or genius over here. So
Yeah.
Something new this week. Well, let's see. It was tip-off tournament. You went somewhere, Swizz. Damien, did you go with them?
I did.
Matt
You
and
went
Damien
with
went.
him.
I was the.
Matt Damon.
I kind of
I
convinced
tried to get them
him
to buy
go.
shoes too, but they wouldn't do it.
He didn't want to go. He was like, I don't know if I should go, and I was like, yeah, come on, let's go. And I dragged Matt with us too.
So
Yeah.
where'd you guys go?
We went to Flight Club in New York.
What is Flight Club?
Hype beast.
It is.
They got all the shoes in the world, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally all the shoes in the world.
Anything you could think of, even the most rarest of shoes. There was a pair there, OVO 14s. They're like Drake made these 14s that are exclusive, and like I think there may be like 10 or 15 pairs in the whole world.
Wow.
Flight Club has them there. I think they are $25,000.
Don't they have another shoe that was 40,000?
They do. They have the Nike Air Max. They have two. They have two. They have the ones that don't self lace for 12,000, and then the self lacing ones for 40,000.
Oh my gosh. Are those next, Swizz?
Nah, I already know which ones are next. But the shoes I did buy were the Off-White Air Prestos, the all-white ones.
Those are nice. They're nice.
They're fresh.
And see why this is interesting. Ever since I've known Swizz, he's had one pair of shoes.
Oh,
he's worn the Kyries every day,
Kyrie ones,
every game, and then he goes out and buys these Off-White Prestas out of nowhere.
I mean, Swizz wore those Kyrie ones to workouts.
Everything.
The game day,
Yep.
to practice.
I got those in my slides.
500.
Yep.
He was everywhere in the Kyrie ones, and now
Everywhere.
he went from Kyrie ones to Air
Off-White.
Prestos, Off-Whites.
And now we're going to go to Off-White Air Max 97 Mentos.
Oh, don't tell the people what you buy. You know, let them. You know,
Yeah, keep that on the ground.
Surprise
Keep that on
them.
the ground.
It's probably next week it's happening, though.
I want to get the pair. I actually at a Flight Club, the Galaxy foams. They're like one of my favorite foam posits.
Those are nice.
They're like 2,200. I'm really, yeah. It's
I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's a lot. It's pricey.
No.
I'm waiting on it. I'm not gonna just jump on it right away. I'm gonna wait a little while. You know.
And I know you two are sneakerheads for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
What are your favorite sneakers that you own, and your all-time, if you could have them, sneakers that you don't own?
All time.
Your dream
So
sneakers.
right now, I don't even wear my favorite pair. I have 2008 Grape 5s. They're like the oldest pair of sneakers I have right now. And the sole on the side, the paint's actually chipping and starting to yellow because of their age. So I don't wear them. I sort of like just have them like a collecting item. The pair I want the most is the 1996 Columbia 11 Air Jordan 11s from the year I was born. I like the Columbia 11s, and they're from 96, the year I was born, like I said, so I want them.
Cool. Yeah, but they're like hella yellow.
I found everyone, all of them I found, they're very aged. So as years goes on, they're gonna get worse and worse. So it's kind of like the clock is ticking of how much time I left before I have to get them before they just like completely all disappear from how bad they're getting.
Yeah.
Because what color are they originally?
They're all white, so they're all white with baby blue
I have the ones
Jumpman.
that came out recently.
The new Columbia 11s.
Yeah.
So like they're all white with a baby blue Jumpman on the outside of the 11, and I believe the tongue the inside lining is black. The original pair is the same way, but the bottom was like the material like they use on the sole. Like they sort of like advance every year, like change the material pretty much every time they re-release them. So the older ones are like the plastic, whatever they were, but they get yellow really quickly. And like I said, almost all the ones I found, the soles are already yellow. Like the side is getting yellow too. So it's kind of
That's interesting.
those are like one of those pairs that I'm gonna buy and probably never wear them because they may just fall apart as soon as I put them on my feet. But I just want to have them.
Interesting. What about you, Wolf?
I'm a huge fan of 11s. I own several pairs. Ones I don't own that I wish I did were the cool gray high top 11s, which are like they came out, I think 2004, like 2005.
Gotcha.
And they're like really expensive now, and I didn't get a chance to own them, so cool gray 11s will be cool to wear.
Did you wear 11s this week or last week, or at the tip-off? I can't remember.
Tip-off, I wore the low top 11s. Yeah,
Gotcha.
navy ones.
Yeah.
They match our uniform, so I like it.
I like those too.
Yeah.
I like those too.
I like 11s because they're really comfortable too. You know, like I don't know, I'm a fan.
I need to get the Off-White Jordan 1s, the all-white ones. That's my next shoe.
You're such
take
a
it
hype
easy.
beast.
I am a hype beast now.
Like you
Out
don't
of
have-
nowhere too.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
like he went. There's like usually there's levels. You know, Kyrie ones to like maybe some Jordan.
Yeah, but the Kyrie ones I got for free. I didn't even buy them on my own.
That's
That's the point.
and that's what's crazy too. Swizz told me that he got the Kyrie ones from was a 2K, right?
Yeah.
So like those are free shoes and they're base Kyrie ones, like nothing special, and you completely cook them and wear them all day long, every day. Like
You can even got the Gucci slides.
can't
You know,
even-
Kyrie
I
ones.
do want the
Yeah.
Gucci slides.
Gucci
but-
slides, then Prestos. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you just went from Kyrie ones to bottom to like.
there's so many other Prestos too you could buy. You just went straight to the off
You,
whites.
got to get the best. You know, you can't just go for the.
You're Hollywood,
Hype
Swizz.
beast.
You're
a hype
Hollywood.
beast.
I'm a legit hype beast now. It's crazy.
Hey,
Pays for the plastic tag.
he gets a new 2K where he can actually create for himself, and he goes crazy.
Yeah.
The shooting guard actually
With the
can
Prestos,
shoot.
he's averaging like 30.
Exactly. The Presto
He's
is
hooping in the Prestos.
And once I get the Mentes, I'll be averaging 50.
Oh,
That's a hot
spicy.
take. That's a hot take. Remember that. Okay, to end off this podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about our travel from last year. So this is going to be primarily with these two, but there's a story that the public needs to know about.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I'll set the stage.
I haven't even heard
bit.
this, by the way, so this is going to be good.
Here it goes. So we're playing. It's let's see. It's early August, and we're about to play the Celtics on on a Friday night. Yeah. So we're supposed to play the Celtics on a Friday night. We're flying in to LaGuardia. We wake up pretty early, get to the airport on a normal time, and our flight's delayed. There's some weather issues. So we're at the airport for about an hour delay, and that rolls around, and the gate agent announces, another delay. So we're there for another hour, and then the flight gets canceled. Long story short, we stay in the airport for about 8 hours, I think, where flights get delayed, flights get canceled. And I'm like, all right, guys, there's no chance. We're done. No chance. The game's going to get canceled. We'll figure it out later. So I send these guys back to their apartments. Spencer and I come back to the headquarters and get some work done. And right when we walk in the door, I get a call from the league, and they say, Cody, there's a flight out of Indy. You guys got to go right now. It's going to go through. And it boards in 30 minutes. So I immediately call the guys, text them, say, take the soonest Lyft or Uber or whatever as you can, and get your butt to the airport. And Spencer and I hop in ours, and we start going. And I'm like, please, if you can go quickly, please go. And it's about a 30-minute drive. And actually, that's not even right. It was 30 minutes until they closed the door. Yeah. That's what it was, because we were tight.
And mind you, it was rush hour. It was like 5 p.m.
Yes, yeah. It was 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So Spencer and I are cruising, and then the guys split up. Half get in with an older lady.
It was Shockey and Gunnar that got in that car.
Yes, Shockey and Gunnar.
Tucker, and they're right. Oh, Tucker with us.
I think it was with us.
Okay.
Yep. So Shockey and Gunnar are in this car, and they're just barely moving. They're like, Cody, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
Cruising, taking
a cruising. And Spencer and I have a normal guy. We're probably going 60 on the interstate, 70. And then I'll let you guys take it from there and let them know what happened.
Our guy was, all right, so it starts off, we get in the Lyft, and Wolf is like, our coach needs you to do something for us. We got to get to the airport really fast. And he just goes like, all right. So like, he's like, and take in mind, this guy was, I don't know if he still was, but he was I can't even think of the word.
He was, all right. So he was, so I got in the front seat.
Ambulance driver.
Yeah, I got in the front seat, and I look at the guy. I'm like, yo, so we have a flight in 20 minutes. We play for that. Like, I told him the whole story, and it's like my manager told me to try to, convince you to, maybe put your foot in the gas a little bit. And he got like, his eyes lit up, right? Like he got super excited. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe we're locked in here, huh? So then he tells a story about like he was like an ambulance driver, and like we're like in this big Suburban. It was like a V8 or something, and he just starts flooring. Like,
and we're swerving through cars on the freeway.
We're on the freeway doing like 90 on a Suburban.
I think we're going 95 max.
No way.
And, yo, I'm in the front seat and I'm shook, bro.
The front seat
I'm in the front seat and
I'm
like holding on to the thing. And she was like swerving one hand. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm about to die today.
It was funny too, because he was just so casual, and I think he was bumping music at the same time. And we were just literally
flying. He did. Yeah,
I forgot what he played
playlist on.
Was it? I feel like it was Eminem for some reason, but I don't remember.
It was. I remember you saying, "Do you guys like Eminem?" And you guys were like, "Sure."
Yeah,
he started bumping like a playlist, and
he's got a whole playlist for when he wants to drive fast. Huh?
Yep.
Yo, Damon, this dude was going super fast, like swerving, and like I was scared, bro. Cause I'm in the front seat. I'm like seeing how close he's getting to the cars. I'm like, bro, this is not it right now. And I keep looking back at George, and like George is just sitting there and Swizz is just trying to like hold on.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is like you guys were ahead of us, right?
Yep.
They were way ahead
by like
of
10
us.
minutes, and then like there's like one big like strip to the airport, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just start flooring, and the dude's just going past all the cars, and then eventually we ended up passing Cody and Spencer.
Yep.
And you guys texted me, and I gave the guy like a $20 tip. I had to.
You had to.
I gave him like $20 for.
He clutched it. Yeah, Spencer and I were in a car going normal speed, probably even speeding, encouraging our driver because we were so close to time. And I'm sitting there in our group chat saying, "You guys better hurry up! You better hurry up!" And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this car just go like we weren't even moving,
huge Suburban.
just fly.
Boom.
And I went back down and kept texting. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Spencer, that was them. That was them. They were going 100 down this straightaway to the airport."
And what else was funny is that we all ended up making the plane, and then Gunnar and Shockey were still late.
Yep.
And just like Cody's face when like he's like nervous about something is probably the most priceless thing you could see. But like, so I'm just like dying laughing looking at Cody's face in the airplane. But then like Shockey and Gunnar end up arriving, and we are all on the plane, and we're about to take off and everything, and our flight still ended up getting canceled.
We were on the runway for 30 minutes.
It got canceled?
Yeah,
It
they
still ended
brought
up getting
us
canceled.
We did
out.
all that. I was afraid for my life on the highway, and we still did not take off. When we ran to the gate. Like they let us in last minute. We all put our seatbelts on. The plane started moving. I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna go to New York, play, cool. And we just sit there for 30 minutes
On the runway.
on the runway.
runway.
Just sits there.
Wow.
And the pilot's like, oh, due to the weather in New York, whatever, we're gonna have to deboard the plane, and you guys have to take another one or something.
Yep. So all of that, 8 hours, then the Lyft rides,
Then the crazy rush just
Nothing.
to
just
get
to go
the flight
home,
canceled
just
again.
to go home. And
It was a great experience though.
what
We were frustrated though.
what was even worse was for Swizurk, he had to wake up early the next morning, which is not his forte. So
Not
we
at
were up
all.
at 4, I think,
4 or
and we
5,
had
something like that.
we had an early flight because we had to play the first game on Saturday morning. They rescheduled it, so we flew in. We went straight to the studio, and we set the record for most points scored in a game.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That
We
game,
played the Celtics.
I think we had
that day.
102,
102.
We scored 102 points in 4
and I
quarters.
set the record for the most threes.
Just look at that. You better. We gotta start leaving same day at 4
what
a.m.
I'm
then,
saying.
Cody.
That's what it is.
Swizz needs to get up out of his bed and
Early.
he'll hoop.
He needs
That's
to
the
function
plan.
on 3 hours of sleep.
I think
And
that's
then,
what it
and then,
is.
we went right back to the airport, right, and just
Yep.
went back to Indy.
We
That was
did.
crazy.
We did.
That was crazy.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna end this podcast there. Appreciate you guys hanging out again.
fun.
Yeah. Make sure if you guys are watching and you have questions for the next podcast, hit us up on Instagram or Twitter, or even leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for all your support. We're looking forward to our next games. We have a doubleheader this week against Pistons GT and the Cavs. Not sure when this is going to be posted, but make sure you tune in on twitch.tv/NBA 2K League to catch all our games. And shout out again to Salesforce for being the presenting sponsor today. Appreciate you guys. Go Pacers. # set the pace, right?
Set the
pace.
pace, baby. Set the pace.
See you guys later.
I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up.